just switch over to my Wi-Fi on my phone. But hey, welcome everyone. This is Let's Talk D2C. We are live. We appreciate you dropping in. If you're not here live, then we appreciate you dropping on our replay. Again, this is Let's Talk D2C, where we have conversations about helping you to build better relationships with the audience. I'm joined by my friend from down under, near there. How you doing, Vincent?
Doing great.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Andy?
Wow, it's been a whirlwind week. I've got so many things going on that I didn't even get a chance to shave. So
Yeah,
how things are into the world?
now it's Q4 holiday season is coming up.
Yeah.
Ready, getting their stores ready for all the crazy shopping that's gonna be happening, right?
Yeah, that accounts for why I have no time because Black Friday is the holiday season, Super Saturday, Cyber Monday, all of that stuff is coming up. As a matter of fact, that's kind of what we're talking about today, how to actually help you to beat or be prepared for the holiday shopping season, starting with Black Friday. And, as we know, Amazon, they account for 56% of the sales online. You can't compete with that. So we're going to show you how to shoot the gaps of all those things that major big box brands are taking advantage of and how you can take advantage of all that. So we're going to be sharing a little bit about that today. And that's why we're doing this broadcast today, mostly so that you understand how to take care of your business during the holiday season and get some growth, get some things going on, really, outperform this holiday season. So today we're going to be doing that using a store that we absolutely love to share with you. We love this product. I think it's called pranamat. Yeah,
Yeah.
pranamat, like like a piranha, right? That's a good name, huh? What do we love about this besides it being eco-friendly?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, we like it because we were looking for eco-friendly brands, and this I think is also a unique product here. Like, it's more towards health. This product is for like it's an acupressure massage. That's how it works. So it's help to relieve those pains, whether it's on your back, on your legs, whether it's headaches. So yeah, it's pretty interesting because all those stores that we have been covering for the eco-friendly, they're more like bamboo products, those like everyday items. But this is pretty unique. So
Yeah,
it has health benefits, and at the same time, they're still green and environmentally friendly. I think
yeah.
I think this is a yoga term, right? Prana is like I
Well,
believe it's a yoga term, and so
yeah.
they call it
I
prana.
think they only suggest you get on it for 15 minutes. It's pretty puncturing. It's kind of like acupuncture
Yeah,
or pressure. But yeah,
okay.
so
It's like many of
pretty intense. Yeah, I don't think you want to do any yoga on it, not for long. Yeah.
them.
What I understand as well, what makes it eco-friendly is that these are it's the plastic that they use can be recycled, so it's not something that is wasted. Once if it happens to be discarded or something, it's not a waste product. So I love. Yeah, you can go here. We'll share the link. As a matter of fact, we have some really cool stuff that we're going to be building out, doing some demos to help to start the conversation. That's really what's important here is starting conversation with your audience. I mean, how many visitors do they get to this site?
I'm not sure.
So they probably they have a good Instagram follower. Uh, Let me see real quick if I can go to their Instagram and see. They've got a good size following on Instagram. Crapola. Just went away from it, but um, they have a good size Instagram followers. Yeah, 168,000 Instagram followers. So And from our research, they do a great deal of advertising inside Facebook, at least. So we'll see what that looks like for them. But I'd imagine that they get a lot of traffic to their website and to their Facebook page because they have an amazing, really good Instagram account. But the point is that when people come here, and this is what we want people to understand right now, and we just kind of read this article at a resource that we really love called D2C Daily that talks about that you need to have conversation with people. Um, Let me kind of just go ahead briefly and share with you what they were talking about is that they're saying that um, you know, in a crowded marketplace where lots of subscriptions and brand loyalty is just a click away, the experienced customer have I'm sorry, experienced customers have when dealing with D2C brands direct is just as important as advertising. Let me try that again because that was horrible. In a crowded marketplace where lost subscriptions or brand loyalty is just a click away, the experience customers have when dealing with a D2C brand direct is just as important as advertising. And that means conversation. So this is an article we posted on our Facebook page. You can read more about it, but that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about having conversation with your audience. No longer can you just do what a lot of people do is set up a tracking pixel and continue to push ads to them. They want relationships. So that's what this is all about here. When we talk about, again, how to build better relationships with the audience. So here, again, we talk and share with you as well inside of our Facebook page, how the latest things that are going on that affect your e-commerce business. That's things like, are you AR ready? Man, I can't even tell you how important it is to be right now doing that R&D, having some fun. As you'll see inside of our Instagram stories, we're always sharing, and inside our feeds, sharing how different brands are doing AR. And that means even with Instagram stories, the filters allow you to create experiences with glasses, with lipstick, with hats and shoes that your people, when they're buying something, they can experience it before they buy, try before you buy in a virtual world. So as you can see, things are moving very quickly towards that user experience, that engagement that you have to have right now in e-commerce. We talk about Facebook Libra, which we know is not even, they're going through some issues, but guess what? They're going to freaking get that done. I don't have any doubts that Facebook is going to launch Libra, and they're on schedule for it. I mean, Zuckerberg's gone through hell and high water. They anticipated all this blowback and feedback from the global regulatory bodies about a currency that's going to disrupt the whole global economy. Of course, they were prepared for this, and trust me, he's a trooper. Let me just put it that way. We talk about Facebook clear history, which if you don't know about this, and a lot of people don't, but eventually, because Facebook is on the place of understanding or wanting to clear up their name when it comes to privacy and information and everything, that they're going to be letting people know, because they want people to stay inside of Facebook. They don't want you to bounce them out to your website. They want you to make those transactions inside of Facebook, which is available now, even inside of Instagram. So when people start clearing their history, your pixel is worth nada. That's the bottom line. So you're going to start wondering why these ads aren't doing well and the tracking is no good, because Facebook wants you to keep their audience inside Facebook, and they're setting it up so you can create those, so you can as well go ahead and make those transactions inside of Facebook. Okay. Instagram news, we talk about, Instagram is our number one source for driving traffic. We're still kind of kicking the tires here, to be honest with you. And this is kind of like a big push into the marketplace with the Black Friday and all that stuff. That's why we're excited and sharing all this with you. But the point is that we're all in on Instagram. So when things happen there, we want to let you know. So and that means also the competition. You know, TikTok is something that's a brand that or an environment, a network, that social network that's growing like crazy and really a threat to Instagram. So, and I like it myself. I like the creativity on there. I'm seeing a lot of people doing some amazing things with their brands, with their stories, all kinds of cool creative stuff on that platform. So, you know, again, we want you to skate to where the puck is, as we like to say, right, Vincent?
Exactly. Skip where the puck will be, not where the puck is.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to, you know, we're all about e-commerce here. We want you to get in front of your audience the best way, and the best way, as we all know, is going to be through video, and that's why we talk about these video platforms. Amazon, like I said earlier, yeah, what is Amazon is what 56% of the marketplace online for, especially for Black Friday, right, Vincent?
Yep, that's really huge. I mean, I think this statistic is only for US, so I mean that is still very huge. They're really like I mean the e-commerce is like billions or trillions in billions, right? In sales, that's really huge. And Sandy, are you there? I think we lost Sandy. So while we're waiting for Sandy, so let's talk a bit about Amazon. So what I think Amazon does really well is that they actually do build relationship with their customers. And if you, I'm sure you've been shopping around on Amazon. They have these things like they will give you some suggestions based on what you have purchased before, based on what you have um, based on your browsing, on your searching history. So all these things is how you make a more personalized experience for your buyers. And also that Amazon does really well is on how they keep track of all the buyers' data, all the customers' data, and they use those data to help them to make decisions on uh, what are the products that are doing well, what are the products that are not doing so good, and things like that. So, Sunny, are you back? All right.
I'm back. I switched over to my phone data. So my Wi-Fi has been crappy here today. So hopefully we won't have any more disruptions. But I'm sure you held down the fort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about
I just briefly discussed why Amazon is why I think Amazon does very well, commanding those 56% of sales. That's really good.
brilliant. Well done. So let's move on then to Shopify. We Shopify is doing some amazing things. They are very focused on the D2C community, and that is by far why they're growing so much and why they're, you know, I, I'm trying to think of a recent article I shared on Amazon in the side of our Facebook page, which is the point here. We want you to understand that everything that we're talking about here is really located on our Facebook page. But Shopify is the store of the D2C brand. So, you know, I can't say enough about Shopify other than, you know, if you're a D2C, that's the place to be. I mean, they are just a plethora of tools, resources, all kinds of things that you can do with a Shopify store. That includes connected to your Facebook page. So
Yeah, and they are very aggressively going after Amazon actually. So
yeah, they are.
earlier this year they've launched a fulfillment network that they're building on. So there's some serious things that they're doing, and also recently they're also doing their own email marketing platform within Shopify itself. So they're very serious about going after Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, what's there to say about Shopify? It's where you want to be.
Yeah, and
Most
AR,
of
right? They also have some technology that I'm not exactly sure how it works. We should check it out sometime. But they have their own integration with AR as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those platforms that, because I am really embedding myself in AR, both on Instagram, especially on Instagram right now because of the filters, but um, also inside of Shopify. I mean, Shopify really, because of their focus, is really what made me start thinking about AR, because I've seen some amazing things in AR. I mean, if you really want to see some cool stuff with AR and how you can be making an impact, you can go to our Facebook page, of course, but you can download an app from what's it called again? It was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna kick myself when IKEA. I didn't even have to see it. IKEA has an app that is called IKEA Place. You can download that app, and it will basically, anything that you want to put in your house, it will actually place it in your space. I did a couple of videos where I placed, my house was a blank slate because we, just bought this place, and we, furnished it. I've, put furniture, toasters, blenders, all kinds of things that IKEA had in my house, while it was still blank. So that's a good user experience that you should be working towards right now, and you know, you can start seeing. You're going to start seeing those things inside of Shopify. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're still talking about the things that we talk about here and share on our Facebook page. And that's, we all know about the Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger merger. But as that story continues to develop, we continue to share more with you there.
Yeah, you also shared
About
an
that.
article about the Facebook branding, right? That they're changing the
Oh,
color.
yeah.
That was quite interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. They basically went through branding just past Monday or Tuesday, one of those days, where they now are, they're bolded their Facebook name, and depending on which platform you're on, it'll be that color. So if you're on WhatsApp, Facebook will be green.
But
If you're on,
I don't quite get it. So where are we gonna see that symbol? Are they rebranding WhatsApp to Facebook, or what's going on?
well, yeah, so like when you, and I think I showed a couple of examples, but when you look at their Facebook anything now, you know, when you pull it up, like I'm when you pull up the Instagram app, you'll see it at the bottom of their like, you know, say you're not logged in to your Instagram. At the bottom of that, you'll see at the bottom Facebook bolded or capitalized in green.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
is it going to be very prominent? I can't say that you'll run into it that often, but clearly you're going to see inside Facebook, what that looks like at the very top. It's gonna, Facebook is going to change their to a capital letters. Um, Let me see. Let me go ahead and open this so you can get a sense of what that looks like. I'll just go ahead and launch this article. And of course, feel free to come into our Facebook page and see that, and read that article yourself. But just want to scroll down real quick and show you a little bit about how it looks on the examples that they've shown inside of their news feed, if you will, or their blog, if you will. So, but yeah, like even already you're seeing it up here, Facebook bold, and it's black. That's but everything's going to be affected. So again, here's kind of a little
I think
gift that they have set up here.
I think it's being
Yeah.
blocked out by the symbol, by our logo.
Oh, is it? It's not feeding. It's not showing. Like I'm on a different page right now. It's not it's taking its time. So, anyways, um, you can go back to seeing that. I'm not sure why it's not showing that right away, but
Mhm.
um, you can go into our Facebook page and read about that.
Yep.
And you know, just one of those things. So we also talk about D2C growth. And the best place to find that is going to be on this site that we talk about all the time called D2C. Um, um, can you see that? D2C Daily.
Yep.
Okay. So we like to come here and share information from here. And this is one of the articles we just shared here. But beyond that, it actually has this section here that's talking about basically disruptors. Disruptors in the, as we already know, in the retail business. And that means that, D2C clearly means going direct to the customer. And there are disruptors that are, oh, that's their awards. Where is that section, that index? Um, they talk about new startups that have been awarded monies for their startup, for their brand, for their niche in the D2C marketplace. So if you're curious as to what's going on in your marketplace, what the competition looks like, what kind of funding they received. This is where we like to come here and just kind of look and see. And this is a daily growth list. I mean, look at this amounts of money that these companies are getting: healthcare, health and well-being, fashion, food, body, baby and child, more fashion, finance. Look at the amounts of monies that they're getting funded for. I mean, that's huge. That's a crazy amount of money right there. And the locations, US, UK, US, so you can see where these industries and what we need to focus a lot more on. Even though our focus is more eco-friendly products. I mean, look at these amounts that they're being funded for these startups. Disruptors is what we're talking about again here. Is there's a shift going on in our economy, especially in the e-commerce space, where they're cutting out the middleman, those retail stores. We know that retail is in a heck of a lot of trouble in terms of. Were you able to see that at all? You weren't, were you?
No, I think you need to share it too.
Yeah. So D2C daily, that's where we like for you to go and see those numbers. Um, that's
Yeah.
going to help you with.
And I think the growth, I think it makes sense because as consumers, especially those millennials, they're starting to grasp on this thing called direct to consumer, that they're actually skipping those middlemen, right? And they actually get to know who are those people behind the brand. And
Yeah. 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 People behind the brand. I always tell people that people want to do business with people they get to know, like, and trust. And that's an old saying that we've been saying a long time in the live video world that I've come from. But it's true. I mean, even here's a perfect example. Everyone knows Richard Branson. We all know Virgin. But if you look at his profiles, you'll see that his profiles are, his personal profile far outweighs that of Virgin. So put yourself out there, really. That's all we're trying to say is put yourself out there as a personal brand so that people get to know, like, and trust you, firstly. So again, we talk about D2C daily because we really, really like that they're insightful to us. They have great articles for you to read and all that kind of good stuff. Moving on about other stuff that we talk about and share with you. We do Facebook ads here. And that's all, besides the conversation, how you get the conversation started, how to get in front of your audiences with ads. We do that here, and we share with you and we're going to be sharing with you as part of this experience today. This video today, we're going to be sharing with you an ad type that I'm falling in love with. It's called Instant Experience. So, yeah, that's what we have for you. That's what we talk about. Again, you can find all of this on our Facebook page. You can get all the stuff that we talk about on our Facebook page very easily. On a weekly basis, we share all these cool things. Here's the thing we just share with you that really is talking about what we like to focus on here lately is that what they're calling conversational customer experience. And we call it conversational e-commerce, but it's the same thing, and it's the latest trend that they're talking about. Now, this is, what's the technology they're talking about? Well, in my opinion, they're talking about messenger bots. That's why Facebook bought WhatsApp. That's why they merged with Instagram and Messenger. That is the platform where people want to engage. So again, you can find all these articles and more, all the things that we share with you just now. You can find them all here. Even some of the previous ads that we created. So let me briefly, while we're here, let me share with you what we like to do with ads. This is one that we created for last week with the brand that we really like so much. So you can get a good feel for how that, I don't know why nothing's working today. So, here it comes. I'm not sure if you can see that.
It's a bit blurry.
Is it?
Might be my connection or your connection. I'm not sure why it's a bit blurry.
Okay. So as part of our demo today, we're going to be sharing with you, again, how we create these ads. And this isn't an ad. This is a post, which was, what we highly recommend, that you post a lot of good stuff and then you turn it into an ad. But here's an instant experience ad. It shares with you a lot more, and that's the point. The point is to get a lot more information into the hands of your audience so that you can then start that conversation. Again, our point here is to help you to have conversations. Too many people are just like, let's go ahead and get that sale, and it's well beyond that. It's well beyond getting that sale. It's about creating relationships and having that conversation with people. And that's the foundation of what we do here. We want you to get people into the place where you can start having conversations. So foundationally, first of all, we start with helping you understand who your audience is. And then we give you the tools and the resources to continue that conversation. Because as we mentioned, what's the number again, Vincent, for shopping cart abandonment?
77% or something like that. That's according to Shopify.
Yeah. So, think about this firstly. Traffic is hard to get. It's hard to get, period. But when you get that traffic coming in and then all of a sudden they add something to the cart and then they go away. That's pretty painful. And it's to the point where we want you to understand that if you're not capturing those relationships, they're gonna, unless you have a very unique product like this one we show here, you're basically gonna lose that audience to your competition. So that's what we want you to start, really just having a better relationship with your audience, so that you can work smarter, as I like to say, and not harder. So again, you can come in here and we can see what this looks like. We're going to do a live one of the product that we're looking at right now. Pranamat. We're going to be doing live, what I like to think of as a conversational flow, starting with your ad and then getting them into the place of having a conversation with you. So sorry that's so blurry, but who knows? You can go to the Facebook page and see that again. So, all right. So Vincent, you ready to jump into this? Now that we've kind of taken everyone's time and attention. So we're going to do this store speak critique. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, so going back to this, what happened here?
Yep.
Notice it's been popping off. So again, pranamat. We kind of give a quick summary of it. Yeah. So give us an overview of, you know, what they've done good. What do you like about their site? How fast does it load? Just the statistical information, and then of course, what can they, the one thing they can do better to make this really work for them.
Yeah, I think I like the design of the website. Is clean and simple, and it loads pretty fast. I try. Now I can't load it now because now when we're on live call, everything is slow. But when I was loading it before, it loads very fast. And what I like here is that um, it's actually very simple. They only have one product, or well, just one group of product, which is mat, and it comes with like a choice of whether you want it to have it with a pillow, or just a mat, or a combination of some sort. So if you choose when you click on shop now, so you just choose one of the products here, and then choose the color. So it's very simple, and I like simple things, because if you make things complicated, you
Yeah.
get your customers get confused, and they're just not gonna understand what they're supposed to do. And I also like here that they actually have different currencies here. Probably it's for they already know like where most of their customers are coming from. That's why they put all the different currencies here, and like they have reviews and also how to use it. They also have a page where they um, discuss like for different um, depending on where your pains are, then they do recommend different things. And so then see here from the reviews, there are some that are like doctors, surgeons, yoga teachers, so all the like health and experts, and even dancers. So this is pretty good. But of course, if they can have like include some videos perhaps of the people talking, then that might be even better as well. Oh, they actually do have video here. I didn't see that. Now that I see, I don't know why it default to expert review, but yeah, well, yeah, this is actually really good. That they have different types of reviews here. It's just that I think initially it wasn't very obvious. I think
Mm-hmm.
it was very obvious to me that I need to choose different types of reviews here. But this is really good. I think.
Yeah, it's a good site. It's engaging. It's educational. It flows well. I like that they have a lot of lifestyle type videos and images, especially on their Instagram. I don't, I think when if you're just gonna post pictures of your product, I think you're missing the boat. People need to feel what you're talking about more than just seeing your product. So yeah, they
When
did a
you
good.
say lifestyle, it means the product in action, right?
Yeah, yeah, lifestyle videos, product in action. Yeah.
Yeah. So it
Um,
kind of puts your prospects, your prospective customers, like a feel of how they would be like when they are using the product themselves.
exactly.
And on their Facebook, they also have Messenger. What I noticed here is that they don't include like a chat widget here on their website, which I think is a big miss, because
Yeah.
they only have like an email and a phone number. But these days, especially with millennials, they don't really want to call. And if you're waiting for an email, it can take hours or even days sometimes. And I think the statistics is that if you wait like for a few minutes or even a few hours, those people are just going to be gone. So that's why a live chat widget on directly on your website as they are browsing is a good way to engage your prospects and start that conversation, right? As like
Yeah.
what we're saying, conversational commerce or conversational marketing, or even what was the other one? Customer experience.
Yeah.
That definitely helps. A live chat widget definitely helps. And a live chat widget doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have someone that is 24/7 behind chatting with them. You can have like some sort of an automated sequence to help them, to guide them through like choosing a product or welcoming them to your website, or even you can set it up to answer frequently asked questions. So like repetitive questions like, hey, do you ship to, let's say, US, since this is like a European country, European brand? Do you ship to US or do you ship to Canada, something like that? All this, and how much is shipping, all this is definitely can be automated, because this is a set type of questions with a set answers. You also don't want to waste your employees' time answering these monotonous questions, right? This is much better for automated sequence to not only to free up your employees' time, but also to get your customers instant response and help them to complete the purchase right away. So they don't need to wait, and if they wait, then they're gonna just be gone. So
Right.
let's go through um, a demo here that I built. So this is an example of how you can engage the people that
Mhm.
are on your website. So here for this particular website is this product is more geared towards pain relief, as that's what I gathered from reading this, how it helps. So I kind of use that information to build something here. So we kind of call out, hey, are you ready to relieve those pains in your body? So they're gonna go ahead and click on continue. Um, it's a little bit slow. Okay. So it says, hey, Vincent, thanks for hopping into Messenger. You can see that it's greeting me by name, because this thing is actually from Facebook Messenger. So Facebook already knows my name. And we're here, what we're doing is we're starting the conversation, right? Like conversation is a two-way kind of thing. So we ask them question, and or they can also ask us questions, and we can give them answers. So here we're asking them like, hey, what's your biggest source of pain? So they can choose one of the options here, or if not, they can also type something else. So let's say we choose back pain. So you can see here that it's coming up with my next question, and how long have you had this pain? So let's say recently. So you can see here is that part of conversational commerce or building that relationship is to remember what are the response, right? So back pain here we save that information, and next time we can give them more information about different tips and tricks to relieve those back pains. Not necessary to constantly um, pushing them to buy your product, but just to some content, some information, helpful tips to help them to get to relieve those pains. So we can of course ask more questions to help them to choose the product here, but this product is just pretty much simple. Everything is this product. But the thing about this is that what I found is that they actually have different guides on how to use this product for um, different pains, different pain areas. So then just direct them to a page that talks about how they can use it for that pain. Yeah. So something like that.
Yeah.
You have anything you like to add on that, Sandy?
Yeah, it's a really about helping people to understand that, and the point of this is to help you understand that you need to be having conversation. Again, a lot of people, what they want to do is they want to get that quick sale. And I'm not saying that's wrong. but it is, because again, it's, you're going to get more traction out of first focusing on adding value to people's lives. So, and that's what I think they do a really good job at doing it. When you look at their site, you're not really looking at the fact that they are, trying to sell you anything. They're addressing your pain very quickly and easily. That's bottom line. They're focusing on addressing what's troubling you and how to have that conversation with you. That's the next step, really. They're doing a good job at educating you. They're showing you, this is a way that you can, alleviate a lot of pain in your body, stress, whatever it may be. They're showing you this is what works, and they have some really good testimonials in here as well. But the one component they're missing is, this, what you just shared. Vincent is a master at getting conversations started, and once you get people into your funnel, which is key here, and key to today's e-commerce economy, you've got to start creating those relationships. So, well done, Vincent. I appreciate your being able to build this out and demonstrate it very quickly. But here's the thing.
Yeah, if you're wondering what's the difference between like conversations and like those as putting ads on Facebook, Instagram, or just posting on Facebook, Instagram, all those pictures, is that conversation is two-way. So you're getting an interaction out of them. Where else, just like a normal advertising is more like you're just shouting at them, hoping that they will respond to you and just buy your product. Or else a conversation is two-way, and you help them to move along the process, and then use those information that they provide to you to give them a more personalized experience.
Yeah, exactly. I like to say it's no different than when you think of it this way. Think of your e-commerce as your store, as your customer engagement store, because that's when we talk about AR. It's going to get to the place where people can basically walk into your virtual store virtually. Okay, so this is a stepping stone, and it's got to be no different than when you go to a corner store or any store. You go shopping, they say, hi, how are you? After a moment, you've walked in, sometimes immediately, but they give you some space. They're engaging with you. And then after a moment, they, and this is designed, I believe, to pop up at timed intervals. It could be in 2 minutes, it could be in 5 minutes, or however long. If you're there for 10 minutes, whatever. It's designed to engage people. So this will pop up, ask them a very engaging question, and then you've got them as part of your funnel then. You're not spending time, pressing them, you're just, now they're part of your ecosystem.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. And another thing as well is that different pages you can say different things. So for example, like on a page where why pranamat eco, maybe they are more still further up in the funnel where they are doing their research. So you can ask the question that is more tailored towards this. Or else if they are looking like how to use, maybe they are already like bought into it and they are very keen and interested in it, and they are further down in the cycle. So different pages, we can call out to them differently and start the conversation.
Good. Yeah. So so let's say they're on a page where there's just the pillows or something. Yeah. And I know that you can buy these separately. You have the mat and you have the pillow. You have even the small one that you can just, if you're at work and you want to massage out your neck or the back of your calf or something, you got a kink or something in your shoulder, they've got a small mat that you can use as well. So if you're on one of those pages, then you can be very specific about the questions you need to ask people on those pages. And then, I don't know if you went into the technical aspects of this, but then you're sharing with them, you're having conversations with them while you're still focusing on other things. You're having conversations with them, very specific conversations, because of the page and the category categorization or the category. I don't know why lips aren't working today. You can categorize them or put them in a category inside the bot, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's, think of it this way. It's like people, if you walk up to someone and say, you know, what size are you? Do you like this color? That's the kind of questioning you need to ask people so that you can then have that more meaningful conversation with them inside the bot, and even more so, a more focused ad to them when you set up your ad campaign. And this is another point that people are missing. And let me jump into this right away. The other point that people are missing is that they're setting up these ads and then they're kind of setting it and forgetting it. Thinking you have to have a campaign. That's my point. If you don't have an ad campaign, you basically are missing out. So let's jump on over to ads real quick as we're talking about. In fact, the ad I'm going to set up is going to be inside of the new Creator Studio. And so thank you, Vincent, for that amazing video and demonstration, of course. But if you don't know about Creator Studio, it is where everything that you do is going to be done. If you're not doing it already, I can guarantee you that you will be doing it very soon. So let me just open that real quick. Let's have a look-see at how, all right, now I'm in the process of building out this ad for this product. And again, we wanted to help you focus on the Black Friday that's coming up. So, this is just kind of showing you how to build out a user experience for people beyond just a simple ad. And I like to think of these as more or less as I'll be honest with you, these don't feel like ads to me. These feel kind of like mini websites inside Facebook. They feel like apps to me. And in fact, I'm at the place where I want to actually consider, these as an alternative to doing apps. To me, an app is different than this. Not everybody needs an app, and these are very, very customizable. You can very quickly and easily get to the place where you can change these up and reach your audience and give them a different experience and set up a different campaign. And that goes back to my point. People are setting up ads and then they're just thinking that one ad is going to work for them. But if you don't have a campaign, and this is what I tell my clients is, you have to have a campaign that's based on how much video people have watched. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So say for instance, the video that you're watching right now, that is basically a quick little ad. It's a quick little video that you can share that should be a part of an ad set. If people are watching, X amount of time of that video, then they should be able to watch the next video. So that's basically what an ad campaign should look like. 30-second, 1 minute, 3-minute videos. So I wanted to try and save you some time here by uploading videos, but here's how these look. And I'm going to backtrack in a minute and show you how to get to this place inside the Creator Studio. But like here, I can go ahead now and upload different video here. And this is a story. You need to think of creating these ads as like a story. The idea is, again, you want to put more information in your audience hands to create that more, know, like, and trust factor. And then you can, again, it's not to sell anything, but to get a conversation started with them. So here's a number of videos. I'm gonna, well, these are pictures. Let's see. So let's say I want to share just a handful of pictures in here, just to give more of a user experience in a carousel kind of way. Okay. So again, this is just showing you how you can add more information to your and for your audience, so that they come in as an informed shopper, and very specific set of ads that you can send to people. Like Vincent was saying, that if they went to a page and all they wanted was the mini, as they call it, just the hand massager, then this ad would be very focused on providing them with information and touchy feely kind of stuff related to just buying the handheld one, the mini one. So um, so you can share like these lifestyle videos as well, or pictures and things. You can share video in there. It's all kinds of, you know, ways that you can and should be trying to get people to, with one ad. And again, here's the real value to this. Again, Facebook doesn't want you to have people go away from their site. They want you to have people stay here on their page. And actually, these actually load faster. You know, these user experiences load faster. And to be honest with you, you can do all of your transaction inside of Facebook and inside of Instagram, which to me makes more sense. I think, you know, the less friction point you create, and trust me when I say that people don't want to leave Facebook. They don't want to go out to someone else's site. That is a friction point for a lot of people, a lot of sales. Okay, and not to mention the fact that 10%, here's the thing, only 10% are actually going to buy from you in the first expo. Out of that 10%, you have anywhere from 50 to 80% shopping cart abandonment. All right, so yeah, you really want to get people to the place where they are comfortable with creating a relationship with you first. That is first and foremost what you need to be thinking about. So I just added these components here. And if you haven't noticed, each one of these are clickable. And we highly recommend that when you click on these different, or you provide a link in each one of these, that you make them click to go to your messenger, okay, to get the information. Because from there, then you're starting a conversation. That's like, you know, you're out at a networking function, and you're able to make a connection with someone, and you just decide, oh, why don't we just go sit down over here and have a little private conversation? All right. So again, that's where we want you to spend your time and attention. So I'm not going to build out any more here, just showing you how quick it is to do. We do have a template for showing you how this should flow together for a nice little story. So I'm just going to save this real quick and show you how to get to it briefly. Just so you know, as you're building this out, you can also do a mobile view of this. So I can click on this right now, and it'll send it to my mobile device so I can preview how this looks right now. And here's what's cool. I'm inside of the Creative Studio right now, but you can set these, you can have someone set these up, and then you can upload them to your ads. Now, let me back up briefly and let you know that, again, we are inside the Creative Studio right now, but there is also the Creative Hub that you can use, and you can have your designers create stuff for you there, and then they can upload it. So you don't have to give people access to your page to this level. You can just send them to the Creative Hub, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But right now I'm going to show you how you can create this ad. So as you can see, I'm inside of the Creative Studio, and I'm going to go ahead and just create a post. And what you want to do is click on media, multimedia. You click on instant experience, and then click on this plus here. And then you can change the name very easily. And then you just start clicking and adding your components. Um, and there are certain strategies to this. Again, in the format, and your ad, if it's a video ad, then I understand that you want to make your first picture. I'm not sure if that's true. I haven't seen that, experienced that, but you just by someone else's experience. They say that both videos will play if you start with the video, your ads a video, and you start with the video, then you're going to have them both playing at the same time. I've not experienced that, but
I think it sounds to me more like a bug, and I think Facebook should get it fixed pretty soon. I think.
yeah, I can't imagine that that's something that really is an issue. So again, as you can see, this is very quick and easy to do. I mean, once you have the template, and we have a template layout of how you should lay these out in a story kind of way. And I didn't even add buttons here. Like at the very bottom, you can place a button here and then write something in there. Like this would be something like um, sign up. What is it? Friday offer. That's simple. Okay. And then just add another component. And you can see you can change the color, background, all that stuff so that it looks more like a button. But just for the sake of getting this done. And this can just be your ad real quick. All right. Doesn't have to be much, but just enough that people get a feel for and want to learn more of, and especially Black Friday. You want people to be excited about the offer that you have for Black Friday. And this is, again, it's really about getting people in the place where you can continue the conversation with them. Conversational commerce. This is so important right now. It's the whole reason why we do all of this and why we are, putting our heads together to bring to you this ability to a mindset of conversation first. It should be conversation first. I guarantee you, if you have that as your strategy, as your focus, you're going to make more money. You're going to make more sales and a lot more repeat business. A lot of us are doing these one-offs. Okay. And what we want you to do is create a product ecosystem based on the fact, like Disney. Disney doesn't have, go to the movie once or go to our theme parks once. No, they have repeat business. That's a product ecosystem. And that's really what we want you to understand, that you need to, as a small business, and it's very easy to do through what Vincent and I have shown you here to do to create those experiences for your customer. Again, I think if I had to choose between creating an app, even for my store, if say I have a number of people that come to my app and I have a store there, whatever, and think about what apps you have. Would you put that app? Would you do an app rather than this? I think my mind right now, I would do this because an app is not bi-directional, right? An app is one way. Yeah. You don't get to have that conversation inside of an app like you do inside of a user experience like we just demonstrated, right?
And I think another thing about an app also is that an app requires the user to download the app, whether it's from the Apple Store or Google Play Store, or else for if you're building something on Messenger, Messenger is already in everybody's phone. So it's like you are essentially also like building some sort of an app, and the app is already in everybody's phone.
Yeah. So again, with these experiences, again, these are called Instagram user experiences. I'm sorry, not Instagram, but instant experiences. They can be a post, as I've shown you inside of our Facebook page already, and I'm going to show you again. Let me remove this one. But more importantly, they can be ads. It's about reach these days. If you're not reaching your audience, you have a great product, you basically are not in business. You're going to struggle as a business. So firstly understand that these can be and should be a post, because it's the posts are going to actually help you to know what you should run as an ad. To be honest with you, you need to know what ads you can run by what people are interested in. If people are interested in your ads or your posts, which again, this can be a post. Okay. Let me close this. Always remember to put your stuff on silent. So here's a post. Okay. This is it's an experience post, but eventually this is going to actually be an ad. Okay.
Yep.
So, and this is a little more well done, more laid out in a story kind of way. Again, get their Black Friday exclusive. All right. That's the whole point here. Is right now you need to feel, because, and that's part of what one of the things that we want to share with you is get that, how to beat the Black Friday. And we have, a cheat sheet, something that we want to give to you. But firstly, just get to a place where you're creating these ads. So with that, let me share with you how you can get started. Hang on a second here. We have for you, before we leave, let me share with you, we have what we call the relationship builder template. And just briefly, this template is designed, as you can see from the top of our little banner thing here, it's designed to take you from point A to point B. Okay. And that begins with helping you to understand the relationships that you have right now, your audience, and then taking you to a full-on product ecosystem. We help you with even understanding how to do a video ecosystem, if you will. Our product powerhouse, and it starts with how to create these, like we're going to be, like we do here. We take these lives, and it doesn't matter to us if no one's here. It doesn't, because we're creating content. And people show up, eventually they will. We're certain of it. Great. But the point is that right now we're creating content. That's what's more important to us. So this will be turning into 50 different pieces of video that we can distribute across our networks. But what we worked on today was helping you with this portion, with creating, a relationship, that middle section. That's a lot of what we focused our attention on. But again, we want you to, if you're interested in knowing how to create a relationship or conversational commerce kind of strategy, download this relationship builder template. And all you have to do is click on the keyword template. You can do that in this video or anywhere that we have a post of an instant experience. When you click on any one of those, that'll take you to our bot. And you just type in the word template and you can get this and more. That also is going to include the Black Friday template as well. So that you can basically get yourself in a place of taking advantage of, again, the in-betweens, those Black Fridays, this Cyber Monday, this Small Biz Saturday. We want you to get to the place where you're not competing, but you're working, as we like to say, smarter, not harder. So anyways, we want to thank you for being here. We're just a few minutes over. Good stuff. Yeah, Vincent?
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah. Again, we're at D2C.com. I keep telling you to say that as long as we've been doing this. D2C ecom, both on our Facebook as well as on Instagram. We'd love for you to join us there, follow us there. If you like something on this video, want to know something more, please make a comment. And again, if you want to get our template, go ahead and type in the keyword template. So again, we thank you for watching on our replay, especially. I'm hoping that you have an idea that right now is the best time for you to be focusing on conversation commerce. Right,
Exactly.
Vincent?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is Sandy from Brazil saying ciao.
And Vincent here from Indonesia. See ya.